Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bengkulu. If I can get all your attention, please. Thank you very much. How are you feeling today? Hopefully everything is fine so that we can enjoy this exciting trip in Bengkulu. Before I explain to you all more about our tour for today, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Juan Putra. I am a 5 semester student of Muhammadiyah University of Palembang. Today I would like to invite you all to take a famous historical tour of my area and will be your tour guide. Yes, for those of you who do not know me from Bengkulu Island. Yes, I am from Bengkulu province. In Bengkulu, there are famous historical tours throughout Bengkulu until there is a place that you have never been to Bengkulu if you have never been here. The place I mean, Bengkulu Museum and Fort Marlborough. Yes, who doesn't know about the Bengkulu Museum and Marlborough Fort? Bengkulu Museum is the first historical attraction you should visit if you want to know about Bengkulu. And the second Fort Marlborough is an English heretic fortress in the city of Bengkulu. It was founded by the S.PD Company or ACE from 1733 to 1719 under Governor Joseph Kelly as a British stronghold that said it was the strongest British fort in the East after Mr. George Fort in Madras, India. Especially from a historical perspective, are you serious? Of course, I am serious. Let's join us for an online tour of the Bengkulu Museum and Marlborough Fortress. Before we leave, please check your belongings, and if everything is arranged, then here we go. Okay, let's go. The first place we will visit is the Bengkulu Museum. Bengkulu not only is the uniqueness of rare flora in the form of corpse, flowers, and represent Arnold, but Bengkulu is also an area rich in indigenous and cultural custom in its history, in addition to colonial era relics such as Fort Marlborough. Bengkulu also has a museum that is often used as a historical and cultural destination. Bengkulu State Museum is a repository of collection of historical objects and cultural objects from its tribe in Bengkulu, namely the Muko-Muko, Mekal, Rejang, Lembak, Serawai, Basemang, Kaur Malay, Bengkulu, and Enggan tribes. Various collections in the Bengkulu Museum include wedding clothes, traditional clothing, various household tools used in ancient times, various types of traditional weapons, traditional households, various relics of prehistoric times ranging from Stone Age to Bronze Age, various motifs of woven fabrics and besurek fabrics. Types of collection in the unique Bengkulu Museum include 1. Ancient manuscript. There are about 126 pieces of ancient manuscript collection that contains guidance, history, and fights. This collection of ancient manuscript until now is unknown to the entity of the author, as many as 10 pieces from the collection of the Bengkulu Museum have been successfully translated into Indonesian, and the age range from tens to hundreds of years. This ancient manuscript writing media comes from bamboo, blueberry, rantan, bark, horns, stones, and paper. 2. Money printing press. This is one of the collections in the Bengkulu Museum that is extraordinary because it reveals that Bengkulu once had its own official currency that only circulates in this region. The name of this printing press is the popular Draki Braided Golden Press, an Anglican erection in 1930. The Indonesian government used this machine to print red money. a type of coin, Republic Indonesia, used as a specially legal medium of exchange in Bengkulu. 3. Besurek clothes. Bengkulu also has a type of batik cloth as in Java, namely besurek fabric that has similarities from the material and the manufacturing process. The difference between batik and besurek is the motif. The motif of besurek fabric that became the collection of the Bengkulu Museum is very unusual, using Hijaya script. Even so, the writing on the cloth is not verses of the Quran and Hadith. Fabric motifs do not from words, so they cannot be read and have meaning. 4. Enggano woven fabric. Woven fabric carved from the Enggano tribe, which is one of the indigenous tribes of Bengkulu, into a collection in the Bengkulu Museum. They live on Enggano Island, Indonesia's outermost island located in the Indian Ocean and into the North Bengkulu Regency. The Enggano signs ancient times have become expert in weaving fabric kept in museum in a variety and theatrical motif and the Kaganga script. 5. If the Japanese, the tribe has Hanakaraka script. Bengkulu also has an regional manuscript named Kaganga. It used be used by the Rejang tribe as a written language and is considered a symbol of civilization from the Rejang tribe in prehistoric times. This manuscript is a derivative of Pallava script and is used as a legend of Rejang, Serawai, Malay, Lembah, and Pasaman. 6. Bridal room. One of the conditions in the Bengkulu family if you want to hold a wedding is the bridal room, which is provided for the first night of the bride and grooms as a husband and wife. The equipment that must be in the bridal room is a bed or bed, covered by a 7-layer mosquito net that is colored red dash and embroidered with gold thread. In front of the bed, there is a mattress lined with traditional fabric. And 7. Graveyard jars. This is one of the collections of the Bengkulu Museum, which is very unique. In the past, the corpse was buried and accompanied by a jar which is belongings. Jars are considered as containers for the first provision of the family members in the cemetery before being exhibited. Inside objects found on the ground were reconstructed first. Okay, the second place that we will next visit is Fort Marlborough. It's a British heritage fortress in the city of Bengkulu. It was founded by the East India Company East from 1713 to 1719 under Governor Joseph Collett as a British stronghold that said it was the strongest British fort in the East after Mr. George Fort in Madras, India. This fort is erected on the artificial hill facing towards the city of Bengkulu and turning its back on the Indian Ocean. This fort has once burned by the people of the Bengkulu, so the residents were forced to execute to Madras. They returned in 1724 after a treaty was signed in 1793. An attack was launched again. In this incident, a British officer, Robert Hamilton, was killed. And then in 1807, Resident Thomas Parr was also killed. Both are commemorated with the establishment of monuments in the city of Bengkulu by the British government. After the Dutch left in 1950, Fort Marlborough became the headquarters of the TNI AD. Until 1977, this fort was handed over to the Ministry of Education to be restored and used as a cultural heritage building. Currently, Fort Marlborough has become one of the attractions worth visiting if you are on vacation to the city Bengkulu. Viewed from above, Fort Marlborough looks like a turtle. The turtle's head is the main door east. Body is the fort itself. This form is typical of the fortress of Europe. Marlborough was a British fortress built by the East India Company (ACE) from 1714 to 1719. This fort is an area of 44,000 meters. Its physical size is about 240 multiplied 170 meters. The weight of the wall varies from 8 to 850 meters, with a thickness of 185 to 3 meters. The fort's defense consists of the 72 cannons. Inside the fort there are several rows of buildings with triangular shape. Roof. The building has a courtyard terrace with rows of iron polish. Records say the building served as a barracks, prison, and office. In the middle of this fortress, there is also a large fight that served as an inner contract. Facing south will behind this fort is Tapak Padri Beach. 17th century English architecture is very pronounced in the design of this building. When entering the door, you will enter the hallway. There in this hallway, you can find 4 cemeteries that say George Shaw 1704. Richard Watts is 1705. James Conn 1737. And finally Henry Sterling 1774. Two of which are from the time of York Fortress and the hallway. You will pass a bridge that is approximately 10 meters long. According to the story, this bridge was once able to be built up using a chain. After notching between the hallway building and the main building, separated by a moat that strengthens the main building. Inside this main building, you will find a room that used to function as a prison on the right side and on the left side. The two prisons are spread by iron doors. Don't forget, go back into the deeper room and you'll find your way up the Marlborough Fort. When you go upstairs, you will see amazing scenery, starting from the expanse of the Indian Ocean bordering the coastline of Tapak Padri. The shape of the fort from above with several cannons facing the sea and views of surrounding settlements and beautiful looking Chinese village. Finally, we ended up here and see you next time again. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
To the island, stand beneath your feet. When I look at the horizon, well, you think of me. You are a traveler.